struggle.
I'm already filming.
I want to do it.
I'm already filming.
No. Oh, fuck.
What?
Oh. Oh.
What? What?
Oh, I don't need to fucking do it.
That's like 5, right?
Yay.
Good job. What are you
It's
at?
only 85 to go.
You got this!
Today is March 17th, and we're pretty much getting news that most gyms, most restaurants in my area are shutting down because of the coronavirus. It's seizing this opportunity to try to do something with self-improvement. The idea is to do 100 pull-ups a day and throw in 100 push-ups while we're at it. Why not? And I'm not going to forget about legs. We're doing 100 squats as well. I have a couple goals with this challenge. First is to keep me physically active every single day. Second, I want to get better at doing push-ups and pull-ups, so increasing the number of reps I can do. And finally, I want to build some muscle through this crazy challenge. Definitely not something I do on a regular basis. I have no idea how sore I'm going to get, what kind of pain I'm going to have to push through in order to make this challenge a reality. And yeah, it should be fun. I have no idea what I'm getting myself into, do I? Starting off, I'm in pretty good shape from running with good consistency. However, there's definitely a lot of potential here for some muscle growth. I have an ectomorph body type, so in general, I have difficulty retaining muscle and fat. I've always been a fairly lanky guy, so I'm curious if this rigorous daily training will have any noticeable effect on my body composition. I also did a bicep measurement just before starting. We'll see if this grows at all through the course of the month. The first day went pretty well, although I'd like to point out that ideally I'd have a little more room to do my pull-ups, but I gotta work with what I got. The first day was pretty slow, but it's the first day, so there's obviously gonna be a lot of room for improvement. Our cat Yzma was also an excellent cheerleader while I was doing my push-ups, truly inspiring me to finish with vigor. I did it, Yzma. For my diet, I made some effort to get more protein than usual. Nearly every day I had a protein smoothie which consisted of blueberries, milk, spinach, and some protein powder to top it off. For breakfast, I generally had 2 eggs to get some protein in there, and I try not to eat too many sweets or drink any alcohol. Day 2 was a success. I'm getting really sore though. Today was a little bit of a struggle, but we made it through. We did the 100, we're done, and we're hanging in there. Probably the roughest part about day 2 is I'm starting to get some really nasty calluses on my hands. Like right here, it's starting to get a little bruised. On the other hand too, it's not very pleasant, let's just say that. I don't do all the pull-ups and push-ups at the same time. I've been spacing them out over about like a 2 to 3 hour period. Generally, I'll be reading or doing some work, and then I'll do a couple sets, and then I'll just go back, work, let my body rest for just a little bit, and then I'll do another one. So I just finished day 7 of the 100 challenge. It's been 1 week so far since I started the challenge. The hardest day so far was day 3. That's the day I had the biggest calluses on my hand. I was really, really sore in my left shoulder, but I was able to make it through it. And I'm finding as I go further and further into this challenge, it's getting easier and easier. I've really been focusing on form. For pull-ups, I make sure that I lock out my elbows. For push-ups, I go all the way up and then all the way I try to touch my chest to the floor, which makes it a lot more difficult when you're doing push-ups, especially triangle push-ups. Today I did the baby shark challenge. I never thought I'd be saying this into a camera. I just got my ass kicked. And so we might be adding a baby shark in to the end of every single workout. Today is day number 8. Trying to get out before the rest of Colorado shuts down. What a year so far, man. This is crazy. So I just completed day 15 of the challenge, and it's really boring. My forearms are really sore. I expected it to get a lot easier than it has been. I don't know if I'm giving my body enough time to recover right now. Every single morning, the first set of pull-ups I do is really sore and then it kind of warms up, but that first set has been a really difficult challenge. Also, my squat form is improving quite significantly. I've been really focusing on getting down and nice deep squats. Yes. My forearms and hands are also becoming noticeably more vascular than ever before, which is an interesting side effect of the challenge. Day 21. We've made it 3 weeks into the challenge without missing a single day of the 100 pull-ups, 100 push-ups, and 100 squats so far. I'm really glad I took on this challenge during this time because the gym's closed and I haven't really gotten out that much. My progress has been very tangible in terms of the time it takes for me to do the 100. One of my concerns right now is that I'm not getting enough to eat because we're in sort of a quarantine situation right now. The grocery store is still pretty empty in a lot of the aisles. I have a great mom, but she did something horrible for me. She baked me all these cookies. Chocolate chip coconut cookies. Mom, if you're watching this, I'm sorry, but I'm not going to eat the cookies. I'm going to exercise some self-discipline here, and maybe when the challenge is done, I'll stuff my face with them. Day 30. We're a final workout. Let's do it. $2,996, $2,997, $2,998, $2,999, $3,000. I just did 3,000 pull-ups in 30 days. Woo! Yeah! Overall, here's the visual on the 3,000 pull-ups and push-ups that I tracked, where every single line represents a set of 5. That's a lot of pull-ups and push-ups. Now I'm sure you're wondering, what did this actually do to my body composition? Let me just preface this by saying, I don't think this is the best way to pursue muscle growth. I don't really recommend this style of training, and in the future, I'm almost certainly going to implement rest days into my routine. This challenge was primarily about the mentality for me, taking on a brutal challenge that I knew was at the edge of my limits and being able to push myself to success. And I'm really proud of how far I've come, how I was able to consistently rise to the challenge. It was really inspiring for me to be part of that process. That being said, I did get a good return on my effort. Let's take a look at the results. I was really meticulous here to make sure the lighting was exactly the same. Overall, there's a noticeable improvement in the definition. My abs are slightly visible for the first time practically ever, although the lighting doesn't do them justice in this case. It's clear my body composition has changed slightly, but nothing too insane. However, when it came to my bicep measurement, that's where my expectations were really blown out of the water. I had around an inch of growth, which is almost an 8% increase in a single month. That's insane. I think this really shows that it doesn't matter if you're doing the perfect optimal training. All that matters is that you're putting in the consistent effort day after day. Honestly, considering it was only 30 days, I am really, really happy with the results of this training. I feel better than ever before. I can do all these pull-ups, and I'm looking now just to see how I can take this to the next level. I hope that I was able to inspire you and entertain you in this process. I'm going to be taking on some more self-improvement challenges in the future, so please consider subscribing if you want to keep up to date with my progress. I would really appreciate that. Thanks, Mom. No, no.